I don't have a problem with Ja Morant gesture per se, but I have a problem with his immaturity. As we know, Ja Morant had a warning issued by the NBA after the incident with doing the gun shooting gesture towards the Warriors bench in a recent game. Now, the commissioner, Adam Silver, supposedly talked with Ja and issued a warning to him and asked him not to do it again. The next game after that warning, the Grizzlies played again. And it took Ja only 4 minutes to do the gesture again. Yep. He did it again after receiving the warning from the NBA, his employer, to not do it again, and he did it 4 minutes in, right in the next game he played. I have a little bit of a different take on this than maybe most commentators, so let me share that with you. But first, welcome. My name is Paul, and this is The Basketball Show, where I talk today's NBA, current events, news, players, and more. All completely unbiased, even though some people disagree, because any opposing opinion to weak people is always hating. Truth is truth, and I try to stand by it. So this is what I have to say about this thing with Ja Morant. First of all, this reminded me of a young Allen Iverson. He was getting warnings left and right in the beginning of his career for his clothes and his hair. He didn't listen and did not conform. Some people might have viewed it as trying to portray himself as being a gangster. And I can see why that was the case at that time.
You gonna tell me what to wear to go play basketball? You know what I mean? Like, how you gonna tell me what to wear to go to work? You know what I mean? When you know, I can understand if you're a lawyer, something like that. You ain't come to court with a sweatsuit on. You know what I mean? I understand that, but man, I'm coming to play basketball. I'm coming to be comfortable. I'm coming to get ready, and I want to be cool. You know what I mean? I want to be cool for the people that see me. I want to be cool when I leave the crib and my girl think I'm cool. I want to be cool for when my teammates see me and see me looking cool. You know what I mean? Let me be fresh, man. Don't have me looking like everybody else look.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't have me looking like everybody else look. Me and Dikembe don't dress.
But that's where the comparison ends. You see, clothes and hair don't hurt people. They are a representation of your style. Guns, on the other hand, are a totally different thing. First, I want to say that I don't think the NBA would be making such a huge deal out of this if Ja wasn't a fool in the past, waving a weapon on Instagram for everyone to see, behaving like an actual pretend gangster. This has been done in the past, and there was no technicals and no problems either. One great example of a player doing something similar was Kobe Bryant. Now look at Kobe here in this quick clip, putting his gun back in his holster. The NBA wouldn't allow that today. Then we can point to Reggie Miller as well. There were situations where Reggie, while facing my New York Knicks, also did the same motion as Kobe Bryant that you just saw. They didn't point the imaginary weapon at anyone, but to me there is no difference. Referencing a gun is referencing a gun. That's enough. No matter in which way. As we know, weapons cause hurt and unalive people. Then, also what about Reggie Miller and his choking sign during the Pacers-Knicks series back in the 90s? That also hurts and kills people if done to someone. See, what I'm trying to say here is that there's a big difference in this whole situation. Reggie Miller and Kobe Bryant, even though the rules and everything else was different about the league, they weren't posting childish videos. Well, maybe there wasn't any social media, but you haven't seen them like that or heard about any behavior like that from anybody. They were more mature and not pretending to be some kind of a pretend gangster. On the other hand, do you think they would allow Gilbert Arenas to do a motion representing a gun after the infamous incident where he brought a weapon into the Wizards locker room? No, they wouldn't allow it for Gilbert. Arenas and now Ja are viewed much differently than other players. And you can say even that it's unfair. But I'll say it's not unfair. It's perfectly fair because of their behavior and immaturity. Arenas and Ja both acted stupid and did what they did while playing for the NBA and being their employee. I bet you anything, when they sign those $1 million contracts, they're also signing that they will conduct themselves in a certain way because their behavior now reflects on the NBA. Ja Morant, now even at 25 years old, is simply immature. He doesn't care what people say about him, as he should not care, but he's still doing it for the same reason toddlers and teens do, not mature adults. He's still a child, and a child that's great at basketball. He has all the talent he could ever ask. Yet as a rich man with a guaranteed contract, he doesn't care about the NBA's rules or Adam Silver because they really can't do anything to him. They already suspended him multiple times for this. They gave him multiple warnings and fined him. They suspended him for like a week or whatever it might be. There is no answer to this guy. Not in today's soft NBA with its soft leadership. Now imagine David Stern. At this point, the guy would be out until next season. Nobody would even care about the playoffs and the Grizzlies' chances in the playoffs and all that stuff. Stern wouldn't give a crap. He would get a warning, and he will get suspended for a full season next time he does it without pay. That's what would happen, and that would help. I guarantee you that. If he would stand to lose a whole season's salary, that would help. Now, Adam Silver won't do crap to him, and Ja knows it. Adam Silver is soft, and the whole NBA reflects that. He is soft. He made the NBA soft. And it shows that players like Ja, they don't even respect anyone there. Getting rid of NBA veterans from working with NBA clubs definitely did not help as well. Players like Ja listen best to other players. Not a skinny guy in a suit that never held a basketball in his hand. Now, tell me what you guys think about this. You agree with me? Maybe you don't. Share your views in the comments. And check out the videos you see on the screen. I'll see you in the next one.